the title. I have decided right now that is the title of this video, or at least it's going to go on the thumbnail. It is a Murphy's Law kind of day. Hello, Dashers. Oh, it's been a minute, hasn't it? And when I say today's video was a challenge to make happen, I am not kidding. For more reasons than 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5. I need to get some gasoline, and then I will update you on why today was such a challenge and where I've been. Like, where did I go? What did I do? Why wasn't I here? So let's get some gasoline, and then I'm taking you to get something that I've never had before. It's a beverage. No, it's not alcoholic. It's a little early for that. It's only like 11 a.m. But there may be a crepe or a bagel or something mixed in there, so let's just see. To the gas pump, to the gas pump. All right, so gas has been gotten. Now we are off to a place, a little coffee spot that is near the downtown square here in Ocala. So why did I have a Murphy's Law kind of morning? Well, the plan was to get up this morning, get ready to go, and leave the house by about 10:15. As it was, I didn't leave until almost 11, and that's because of the following things. If you notice, if I look down here, anyone who's not noticed before, I've always had a Ginger Dash keychain right there with my name on it. Well, that broke this morning. Then, if you notice this at all, you'll see that this is different. So not only are you being guinea pigs right now, if this turns out horribly, then I guess it'll be one coffee date down, and maybe we'll just have one in the future. But I have always had a GoPro setup that was kind of waved around there in the front, a whole bunch of different pieces. I called it my Frankenstein connection. And I also had a different microphone setup, but I picked up another GoPro Hero 8 on eBay, and it came with the media mod here. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try that. But I hadn't planned on trying it yet. I wanted to test it. Only I also picked up a chin mount so that I could put my video camera set up right in the center of my helmet, and I put that on last night, not realizing that when I did that, it would impede the arms on my current setup, meaning I couldn't use it. So I had to tear that thing apart. I had to dig for everything I needed to create what I'm using today. I have no idea what it's going to sound like. I have not tested the camera. So then I get ready to leave the house. It's hot. I get ready to leave the house. I can't find my gloves. Now I have multiple pairs of gloves. I only happen to wear one of those multiple pairs. Couldn't find it anywhere. It was one of those mornings. Got up too late. Broke my keychain, had to completely disassemble, reassemble, different audio setup for the GoPro. Couldn't find my gloves, finally left the house. And here we are. And I know you're still wondering where I've been. We'll get to that. But first, we're almost to the coffee shop. Yay. Oh, are they not open? Well, dang. It doesn't look like they're open. Now I'm going to be bummed if they're not. Usually there's a table sitting outside, and that's how I know that they're open. But maybe they're not. Or maybe it's just not a busy time. I don't know. They don't look open. Oh no, there's people in there. Look! This is the other reason I wanted to come here. Motorcycle parking only. They have a motorcycle spot. So here we go. And in yet another Murphy's Law moment, there were no tables outside at the coffee shop, and that is where I had planned to do some vlogging. I wanted to share with you that the reason I was there was because I wanted to try a matcha latte for the first time, because that goes along with the things that I have been making, the changes that I've been making, and those are all health related. I had some health issues back in October that sent me to the doctor for various tests, etc., etc., etc. So I've been modifying my diet. I've been trying to walk every day, and I've been trying to cut sugar, and I've been pretty successful with all of those things, but it's a work in progress. I also made a choice back in September that has caused a significant amount of frustration for me. Not something I'm gonna talk about right now, not medical or health related. And anyway, there are more things for you to know in the remaining footage on the bike, so you should definitely stick around and watch that. And when you reach the end of this video, if you should have any question in your mind, yes, I will be back. So that is our matcha experiment down. I'm going to say I was not impressed, but I don't think it was because it was matcha. I think it was because it was mostly milk and very little matcha. So I'll try that again. But I have more news for you. And the most impactful bit of news is this. It is quite possible that this will be the last time. Whoa, dude, that's not a right-hand turn or a left-hand turn. That's a one-way. Okay. This quite possibly may be the last time you see me on this bike. It may be the last time I ride this bike, because yes, I am selling it. What? What do you mean you're selling it? You're not going to trade it in? No. I'm not going to trade it in. I'm not going to trade it in because you never get as much out of a motorcycle if you trade a bike at a dealership. You all know this, just like with a car, I guess. I mean, the fact that it's paid for and I have a title means that I can sell it for cash, and hopefully I can get that done within the next few weeks. And it will be one less thing that I have to worry about going into 2023. I admit that I had a lot of plans or things that I had. Oh, shit. I left my I left my gloves. I'm telling you, it's a Murphy's Law kind of day. That is the title. I have decided right now that is the title of this video, or at least it's going to go on the thumbnail. It is a Murphy's Law kind of day. Sheesh. Oy. Okay, gloves, are you there? Are you there? Yes, yay! Gloves are there because you're an idiot. Sheesh. Such a doober. It's what you get for doing stupid things. Oh my gosh. This is going to be the most disjointed, all over the place video of any video I have ever done. I'm going to get all kinds of thumbs down. Don't be mean, people. If you're new to the channel, this is not normally my thing. I don't normally forget the kickstand. What is this person? No, it's a one-way street, people. One way. One way. That way. Oh my gosh. Do you know how many times I have seen people in this town over the last year. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's something in the water. Maybe it's where they came from. I cannot tell you what the deal is, but I have seen no less than 10, 15 people driving the wrong way down a street. Now, some of the streets were like this, like the whole thing is one way, and you see this car just coming the other way, and you're like, well, is it maybe an elderly person? No. That is how unaware we all have become. I'm sure we're not all guilty of it, I guess. That is just how unaware everyone has become. How we're no longer dialed in. We're just spaced out when we're driving a car. And let me tell you, for motorcyclists, that is not a good situation to be in. But back to this bike. Yes, this may well be the final ride on Suki, as I sometimes call her just for the fun of it. Suki the Suzuki. It may be her last time with me on the road. It's time. I am just very hopeful that I can sort out what I want to do. A lot has happened over the last couple of months, things that I am not going to share at this point, that I may share down the road. And I'm not saying that to like be all mysterious. It's just some things are hard to explain, so I'm just not going to try. I guess I need to make her go fast, like at least once before we say goodbye, right? She's only a 250, but she can zoom. All right, here's a nice curve up here. Yeah, I know, in Florida, curves are more like, oh, that's a slight bend. Okay, wasn't expecting that. I'm sure there will be people who have questions or concerns health-wise with regard to me. I appreciate all of that. I am not going to get overly specific at this point. If something arises and I need to share it, or I feel like I need to share it, or that you might want to know, then I will. But I'm okay. I'm just still dealing with a lifetime of kind of making poor choices. I was extraordinarily active up until the age of 40, extraordinarily active, but that was because of my job, not because I did anything like sports-wise. So for the last 12 years, I've been really, really sedentary, to the point that I have not taken care of myself. Didn't eat well. I'm verging on high cholesterol. There's one truth for you. And the time has come to make some changes. I just wish it didn't take being told you have to make those changes. But if you're anything like me, as humans, we just sometimes we're not that smart, or at least I'm not. And that, my friends, is all I have for you today. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Until next time.